sandbox game is a type of video game that offers players a high degree of freedom to explore, create, and interact with the game world without predefined goals or linear progression. Hello guys, welcome to Simple Spec Games. Today we're going to look at top 15 sandbox game for low-end spec. But before we jump to the list, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified for the info about indie, pixel, and low-end games. Terraria is a 2D action-adventure sandbox game developed by Relogic, first released in 2011. The game features a procedurally generated world where players can explore, craft, build, and engage in combat with various creatures. With its pixelated art style, reminiscent of classic 16-bit games, Terraria offers a rich gameplay experience that includes mining resources, constructing buildings, and battling bosses. Players start with basic tools and can progress by finding and crafting better equipment. The game supports both single-player and multiplayer modes, allowing for cooperative or competitive play. Kenshi is an open-world, squad-based RPG developed by Lo-Fi Games, released in 2018. Set in a harsh, post-apocalyptic world, the game emphasizes sandbox gameplay over a linear narrative, allowing players to choose their own path. You start with no skills and must survive against bloodthirsty cannibals, brutal slavers, and other dangers. The game features a unique damage system where characters can lose limbs, which can be replaced with prosthetics. Players can recruit characters from various factions, build towns, and engage in activities like trading, thievery, and combat. Project Zomboid is an open-world survival horror game developed by the Indie Stone. Set in a post-apocalyptic, zombie-infested world, the game challenges players to survive as long as possible before inevitably succumbing to the dangers around them. The game features a detailed, isometric view and a highly customizable sandbox environment where players can loot, build, craft, fight, farm, and fish. With a hardcore RPG skill set system, players must manage their characters' needs and skills to fend off the zombie hordes. Kerbal Space Program is a space flight simulation game developed by Squad. In this game, players manage a space program run by a species of small green humanoid aliens called Kerbals. The game features a realistic physics engine, allowing players to build and launch spacecraft, perform orbital maneuvers, and explore a scaled-down version of the solar system. Players can engage in various activities, such as constructing space stations, landing on planets, and conducting scientific experiments. Don't Starve is an uncompromising wilderness survival game developed by Cly Entertainment, released in 2013. Players take on the role of Wilson, a gentleman scientist trapped in a mysterious and hostile world by a demon. The game features a dark, whimsical art style and combines elements of science and magic. Players must gather resources, craft items, and build structures to survive against various threats, including hunger, monsters, and environmental hazards. The world is randomly generated, offering a unique experience with each playthrough. Goat Simulator is a quirky and humorous action game developed by Coffee Stain Studios, where you control a goat named Pilgor. The game is set in an open-world suburban environment, allowing you to explore freely and cause as much chaos as possible. The gameplay involves performing outrageous stunts, wrecking objects, and interacting with various elements in the environment, often leading to hilarious and unexpected results. Originally created as a joke, the game retains numerous bugs and glitches intentionally to enhance its comedic value. Mount & Blade Warband is a standalone expansion to the original Mount & Blade game, developed by Tailworlds Entertainment and released in 2010. Set in the medieval land of Calradia, it combines action RPG elements with strategic gameplay. Players can create and customize their character, recruit and command a warband, and engage in large-scale battles. The game introduces a new faction, the Saranid Sultanate, and allows players to start their own kingdom. Warband also features multiplayer modes, enhancing its replayability. The Sims 4 is a life simulation game developed by Maxis and published by Electronic Arts. Released in 2014, it allows players to create and control virtual people, known as Sims, and manage their daily lives. The game features an overhauled Create-a-Sim tool, updated building mechanics, and the addition of emotions, which influence Sims' behaviors and interactions. Players can design homes, build relationships, pursue careers, and explore vibrant neighborhoods. The Sims 4 offers a variety of expansion packs, game packs, and stuff packs that add new content and gameplay features, enhancing the overall experience. Human: Fall Flat is a physics-based puzzle platformer developed by No Breaks Games and published by Curve Digital. Released in 2016, the game features a customizable character named Bob, who navigates through surreal, floating dreamscapes filled with puzzles and obstacles. Players can manipulate objects and use Bob's wobbly movements to solve puzzles in creative ways. The game supports both single-player and multiplayer modes, allowing up to 8 players to collaborate or compete in solving puzzles. RimWorld is a sci-fi colony simulation game developed by Ludion Studios. Released in 2018, the game is driven by an intelligent AI storyteller that creates unique narrative experiences. Players start with 3 survivors of a shipwreck on a distant planet and must manage their colonists' moods, needs, and health while building and expanding their colony. The game features a procedurally generated world with diverse biomes, from forests to deserts. Inspired by Dwarf Fortress and Firefly, RimWorld emphasizes survival, resource management, and strategic planning. Scrap Mechanic is a sandbox survival game developed by Axolot Games. Released in 2016, the game allows players to build machines, vehicles, and structures using a variety of parts and tools. Starting at the site of a crashed spaceship, players must scavenge for resources, craft items, and fend off hostile robots known as farmbots. The game features both a creative mode, where players have unlimited resources to build freely, and a survival mode, which adds elements like farming, cooking, and battling enemies. Scrap Mechanic supports multiplayer, enabling players to collaborate on complex creations or explore the world together. TerraTech is an open-world sandbox adventure game developed by Payload Studios. In this game, players design and build their own vehicles using a vast library of blocks, combining elements of crafting, combat, and exploration. Set on alien worlds, you can create cars, tanks, and planes to scavenge, craft, and buy new parts, aiming to become the ultimate planetary prospector. The game offers various modes, including campaign, creative, and co-op, allowing for both solo and multiplayer experiences. With its physics-based construction and diverse gameplay options, TerraTech encourages creativity and strategic thinking. Astroneer is a sandbox adventure game developed by System Era Softworks, first released in 2016. Set during the 25th century's intergalactic age of discovery, players take on the role of astronauts exploring and reshaping distant worlds. The game features a procedurally generated universe where players can build custom bases, create vehicles, and use a deformed tool to manipulate the terrain. Astroneer emphasizes creativity and ingenuity, allowing players to dig, collect, shape, and build anything they can imagine. Besiege is a physics-based building game developed by Spiderling Studios. Released in 2020 after a lengthy early access period, the game allows players to construct medieval siege engines to complete various objectives. Players can build intricate machines using a wide range of components, from simple wooden blocks to complex mechanical parts like cannons and hot air balloons. The game features a single-player campaign with 55 levels spread across 4 themed islands, each presenting unique challenges and environments. Besiege also includes a sandbox mode for unrestricted creativity and a multiplayer mode where players can pit their creations against each other. Crashlands is an action-adventure survival game developed by Butterscotch Shenanigans, released in 2016. Players control Flux Dabes, an intergalactic delivery driver who crash lands on an alien planet. The game combines exploration, crafting, and combat, allowing players to gather resources, craft items, and build bases. Unlike other survival games, Crashlands focuses on a narrative-driven experience with a humorous storyline and quirky characters. Players can also tame creatures, complete quests, and battle various enemies. So that is the video, guys. What is your favorite game from the list? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.